Introduction. Clay kings and the chain of memory. Let's start at the ground, not in the clouds. No halos, no thunder. Just dirt, fire, and a stylus pressing lines into wet clay. That's how the first sacred stories were written. Not in Hebrew, not in Greek, but in cuneiform on tablets buried beneath temple floors in Mesopotamia. They told of floods that drowned the world gods who argued, a man who built a boat to save the animals. These aren't knockoffs of the Bible. They're older. Their neighbor's memory flows like water. It moves through cultures, reshaped but not erased. And this is the world the Bible was born into. Over in Canaan, people offered prayers to Baal for rain, to El for protection, to Asherah for fertility. These weren't fringe gods. They were the main gods of the region. Shrines stood on hills, sacred poles under trees. Into this spiritual landscape, a new name begins to rise. Yahweh. Not yet the only God, not yet the God of all, but present. In the highlands, small villages grow. No temples, no kings, just stone homes, farming tools, family altars. This is where Israel begins, not as a kingdom, but as a scattered people with shared survival. Archaeology confirms this. Pottery, household shrines, inscriptions naming Yahweh and Asherah. Side by side, faith at the start was mixed, lived, and real. Around 1200 BCE, an Egyptian monument says it plainly. Israel is laid waste. That's the first time the name appears outside the Bible. One line, no backstory, but proof that a people named Israel existed out there in the dirt. Then come King Saul, David, Solomon. The temple rises, the capital is claimed, but the kingdom is fragile, not golden. And after Solomon it splits. Israel in the north, Judah in the south. Neighboring nations record it too. One Moabite stone mentions Yahweh, another mocks the house of David. The Bible is not the only witness, but this history is messy. People prayed at high places even after the temple was built. They kept their old gods in private, even as kings declared public loyalty to Yahweh. The prophets scolded this over and over, but the people were trying to survive. Their faith was not a system, it was life. Then the empires come. Assyria crushes Israel in 1722 BCE. Judah barely escapes a similar fate in 701. And in 586, Babylon finishes it. The temple burns, Jerusalem falls. The people are taken into exile. The archives are gone. The land is lost. And in the ruins, something new begins. The exiled scribes look back, not just to remember, but to make sense of the loss. They gather the old songs, the laws, the legends, and the warnings. They write with a purpose. We broke the covenant, we strayed, but if we remember, maybe we return. That idea becomes the backbone of the Bible we know today. But let's be clear, none of this fell from the sky. A priest found a scroll, a scribe read it, a prophet confirmed it, a king enforced it. That's the story of Deuteronomy's rediscovery under King Josiah. From that moment on, every king is judged by that scroll. And from that scroll comes the framework: blessings for obedience, curses for rebellion, one altar, one God, one law. After the exile, scribes put the pieces together. Genesis, Exodus, Kings, the prophets. They edited, combined, and reworked traditions to fit the new reality. No land, no king, no temple, but still a people, still a God. Over centuries, the collection grows. Jews in Greek cities translate the scriptures into Greek. The Septuagint sectarian communities near the Dead Sea make their own copies, often with different versions of familiar books. Some include extra psalms, others have different endings. The Dead Sea Scrolls show us this. The Bible was not always one fixed text. Eventually, religious leaders, priests, bishops, rabbis, decide what counts as scripture and what doesn't. They don't all agree. Even today, Catholic, Protestant, Orthodox, and Jewish Bibles don't match. That's not fair. That's history. And most people never got to read any of it for themselves. The texts were kept in temples and churches, in languages that common people didn't speak. So someone had to stand in the middle and say, here's what God means. That's how power protects itself. When people can't check the source, they're easier to control. This book isn't here to take the Bible away from you. It's here to put it back in your hands, with full context, full history, and full condition to ask questions. Each chapter will walk you through this road, from ancient myths to Israel's rise, from exile, from sacred story to sacred control, and back again to you, the reader. Every claim here is grounded in archaeology, scholarship, or ancient text. No conspiracy theories, no guesswork, just the real story, told straight. And once you see it for what it is, you don't have to be afraid of it. If a passage gives you courage, carry it. If a law breaks your back, examine it. If a verse sparks hatred, challenge it.